And we're joined by the man himself, Mr. Barry Nolte. Got a fantastic result to share with us. He's broken the record, everyone. Barry, how'd you get on in the 12 weeks?
Yeah, I got 62 pound total loss.
62? Did someone take your leg off at the hip or something?
No, to be quite honest, it was something that I think with everyone who does this sort of thing, that you reach the point where you're thinking, I need to do something now. I mean, if I'd have done it a few years earlier, I wouldn't have lost 62 pound, obviously, because I wouldn't have had it to lose. But I kind of reached a point where I needed to do something because my health was kind of starting to suffer. Strangely, I've got grandkids that I need to be seeing when I'm older, and even my son, and his girlfriend, they're still fairly young, so I want to be there when they're older as well. So
you don't look old enough for grandkids, mate. You don't look old enough for grandkids.
I know.
Well, just tell everyone, what was the starting weight and where are you now?
I think I was 277 when I started. And I'm now, currently this morning, I was 215.
It's amazing. And just to give everyone some context, the previous 12-week record, not that anyone was counting, apart from everyone, including me, was 49.5 pounds by Gary Thompson. I never thought it'd be beaten. 62. So tell everyone how you said you mentioned health that had to change. So how were you feeling at your heaviest? Like, give me the sort of day-to-day energy and just feeling your health.
I would come in from work, and if I hadn't been sleepy in work, I would definitely come home and be knackered. I'd fall asleep on the sofa quite easily for a couple of hours. You know what it's like. You wake up from a nap or something, and you're in a bad mood for the rest of the evening because you've woken up from a nap when I could have slept probably 12 hours straight through. It was getting to the stage where I think at work, if I was still enough for a while, say I was looking at a computer or something, I could find myself almost on the verge of nodding off. I think maybe driving once or twice if I was stuck in traffic. That wouldn't have been too difficult, especially during the winter when the car was warm inside.
Yeah. Stationary at the lights, feel yourself dropping off. Yeah. Did you have sleep apnea? Were you actually sleeping badly to the point where you had sleep apnea?
I did a test for the sleep apnea. I can't remember what you call it. If you get in touch with a doctor, they will say, right, do this test. I did that, and I think I can't remember what the score is out of, but out of say 20, I was about 16, 17. Likely to fall asleep at the drop of a hat in any scenario. So I did that, and I thought, right, I need to sort myself out. I didn't think I had sleep apnea. I just know I snored heavily as well, but I don't think that woke me up. But when you look into it, you see the issues involving sleep apnea, general, being heavily set and all the rest of that, or overweight, should I say. It kind of, puts the fear of God into you. And I didn't want to get to the stage where you have to go to a doctor and the doctor then says to you, right, here's your pull the trigger moment, do something about it now, or it's too late. So I decided,
pull the trigger. Pull the trigger yourself. Yeah. Well, look, number on the scale is amazing, but 62 pounds, and it's a phenomenal result. But what does it actually mean in the real world? How do you feel right now?
I know it's going to be an obvious response, but lighter.
Well, yeah.
I'm obviously lighter in weight, but I feel lighter in everything about me. Do you know what I mean? All the mental issues that come with being heavy, they're gone, or are going.
What, like confidence or self-esteem?
Yes, I suppose in all aspects, in your confidence, in your self-esteem, you've always got that. You might be with your family or your close friends, but you've always got that niggling doubt in the back of your head that you think that they're looking at you in a certain way. They might not be, but it's always there.
Yeah, I get it.
It's always there. And there's always that. With me, there's the impression that you've let yourself go. you're not looking after yourself properly. You've got no respect for yourself, I suppose.
Yeah.
And that's, that's gone. There'll always be, minor issues that aren't weight related, things like that, but they are not there anymore.
So
And
do you
it
think
does
it's
feel,
improved your Do you think it's improved your confidence in various aspects of your life?
I would say it's improved my genuine confidence in myself. I no longer have to act or put on a false front for people. Because I don't have this niggling doubt in the back of my head of what they're thinking about me, that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't think I've become, one of those people who has to tell somebody within 2 seconds of being in the door, I've lost X amount of weight. I don't think I'm one of those. But it certainly has made me feel a lot better about myself. And to me, there'll be some people who want to lose weight for this reason and that reason, or, for me, as well as, my family, my friends, my grandkids, my kids, I say kids, child, it's about me. This is for me. This is so, if I can get another 50 or 48 years out of my life, then that's what I'll do. Not be kind of struggling at 55, 60 and, looking around the corner at what's coming along. Hopefully that doesn't mean I get hit by a bus tomorrow and it's all wasted, but
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
And that's the reality. That's the way that, at 270, that's where you were heading, wasn't it? That was in, so 62 pounds down. I'm glad that you're feeling so great. And I know that if someone comes into the program, it's going to get great results, but because I know how it worked. But what do you think was you pulled the trigger, which most people don't. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, should I pull the trigger? The answer is definitely yes. But once you pull the trigger, you still have to do a certain amount of work. Why did you think that what we did, why did it work? Because I know that you've tried various things before. What made this work so effectively for you, Barry?
I think I don't want to say it's simple, because that kind of detracts from what the group brings, and it's the accountability side of things. Despite not knowing anybody else that's on the call on a Monday or in the groups, the WhatsApp chat groups, despite not knowing anybody on them, you are accountable to them for what you say you're going to do. And the great part about it is, like you say all the way through, it isn't difficult as such. They're not, you're not asking anybody to climb Everest every week and, run back the other side with a big smile on your face. You're just asking them to be accountable for the things they say they're going to do. And that's, for me, that's what did it. I mean, I've tried to think over the past few weeks, what is so different about it. But it is that it's almost a face-to-face interaction you have with people on the Zoom calls, that makes the difference. I put it down to that. I mean, my girlfriend will say to me, she'll say, well, it looks like you've done it all on your own, but you can't explain until you've actually done it that you're not on your own.
No, I get it. And just to kind of go over that and unpack that, you're exactly right. It's and I always tell people this from day one, that what we're actually doing in this program, it's not rocket science. It really isn't rocket science. And to go back, you said it was you didn't want to say it was simple, because it kind of feels like it's saying that it undermines the program a little bit, but it doesn't, because I always say it is very simple. What we're doing is, you can teach to a 5-year-old in 5 minutes, but the key is what you said. What I think the program does, and correct me if I'm wrong, it shows you how to actually put the simple things into practice. Yeah. Because you can download pretty much everything I talk about in this program for free in the internet, and I could give everyone the links right now. But I guarantee 99% of those people that follow those links won't do what you've done, or won't do what people do, because it's the culmination of everything. And that's the beauty of coaching. Once you can really get inside, I never told any of you to do anything. You always think about that for the whole 12 weeks. I didn't tell you to do anything. You told me what you were going to do. And when you make the changes yourself in your own mind, that's when you put things into action and actually make the things real. So I'm really chuffed that it's I mean, it works for everyone, but you've taken it to another level. I can never promise that type of weight to anyone. It's just a phenomenal result. But last couple of questions, someone that is sitting on the fence, so there's a lot of people that are just don't trust themselves, or maybe they've tried many things before. They don't trust me. Maybe they think it's just full of shit because a lot of charlatans out there talking absolute rubbish. What would be the one piece of advice you would give to someone that was sitting on that fence to either come into the program or go off and do something else? What would tip them over?
I would say that you owe it to yourself to do it, because the feeling after you've accomplished something like that, and knowing that you have the tools to continue on that, it's a no-brainer, really, that you owe it to yourself to make that change, and to, without going into a Michael Jackson song there, to pull the trigger and do it. Yeah.
What was that song? You said it. As soon as you said Michael Jackson, I started thinking that as well.
Yeah, I'm not singing.
The better play. Yeah, I know. Okay, we won't get into it. Okay, final question, my man. I know you're a busy man. Would you say it's been a worthwhile investment on your part?
Definitely, 100%. Yeah.
Awesome, mate. Look, there we are, Barry. What a great, fantastic result, guys. If you're watching this and you're not sure about the first step to take, it all starts with a 15-minute call. That's what we did with Barry. So go to gavgillibrand.com/book a call. All one word, book a call. We'll jump on Zoom for about 15 minutes. I'll tell you how you're going to gain weight, how you're going to lose weight, and we'll put a plan into action. The worst comes to the worst, you're going to get some great value from that call. Hopefully we can take it to the next level and jump into the program like Barry did, like many others, but it all starts with booking that call. Barry, you've been an absolute gent. I know we've got phase 2 beckons. We've still got a bit more work to do. Thanks for your time today, and we shall speak very soon.
Cheers, Gav.